Hey guys, Happy Action here. Bringing you a really good gameplay I'm actually really proud of. Started using the shotgun last night. I wanted to try something different other than submachine guns. Talk about this opening route real quick. It's probably the best opening route in the game right here. I kind of fake this guy out and go around him. Especially if the other team isn't aware of that little block right there, you can head glitch it the whole time. But because I have a shotgun, I had to, just rush a little bit. It was a lot of fun this game. The final score is like 81 to 3 or 83 to 3. I cut it up a little bit because it was like 10 minutes long. I know you guys really don't want to sit through even a 7-minute video, but it's a good gameplay. It's a lot of fun. What I really want to talk about today is something that's kind of in the news right now, and it's the whole Supreme Court Defense of Marriage Act, DOMA or whatever. First, let's talk about a little history of what is being... Oh, right here, I'm EMP'd. I thought this guy might have been my teammate. I just shot to double check, but I got lucky. Um, Something that... DOMA was originally introduced somewhere in the 30s, 40s, early 20th century, as a way to keep uniform marriage rules in all of the states. So federally, they wanted to have all the rules stay the same. So like, okay, they didn't want one state to say, oh, you get this huge tax break if you get married, and then one state to say, oh, you don't get a tax break at all. So they wanted to keep it equal in every state so that it wasn't disproportional or whatever, and gay rights back then was laughable. There were no gay rights back then, so even think that they would have said anything about that is ridiculous. So right now, Supreme Court is deciding whether or not gay rights is constitutional. Now, in my personal opinion, even if it was unconstitutional, which, to be honest, I'm not an expert on the Constitution, I can't tell you exactly what they're debating. I mean, I've read a couple articles on it, so I wouldn't sound like a complete idiot talking on this over this gameplay, but constitutionally, in my opinion, it doesn't even matter. Gay rights definitely need to be improved in this country. I mean, people that care so much about gay rights really, not like are negative gay rights. Pro gay rights, I definitely understand. Like, I'm pro gay rights because who does it affect? It affects nothing. Oh, right here, I fail. I just dolphin dive, and I get this guy. I thought I was going to pull off the two-piece, but missed it. But back to the topic. Having equal rights for gay people in this country is supposed to be a free country. It's supposed to be, you can do what you want as long as you're not harming somebody else or you're not doing drugs. So, I mean, who is it harming? People that care so much, all these, like, crazy Republican guys, who all, like, Santorum ran off, like, anti-gay rights and things like that. And it's like, who is this affecting? Like, it's almost makes you question their sexuality. Who thinks about gay people that much if you're not gay? It's it's kind of funny to think that way, but it's definitely something you could question. I just don't understand it. I understand why someone might disagree because they religiously believe that it's not right. Okay. I mean, that's your right to believe that. I don't care if you believe that, to be honest. It's okay. But why make it so that in your country it's not allowed? See, I don't like I've heard this analogy before. I don't like sardines, but I don't run a whole political campaign on the fact that I want sardines banned from every pizza shop in all of the world. I'm not going to do that because I hate sardines. I'm not going to do that because I hate this or that. People that want to keep marriage traditional, want to keep this or that, they just need to realize that it's not the 40s anymore. It's not when the Bible was written. Like, this is acceptable. You can't control the fact that you're gay. I mean, it's a chemical imbalance, blah, 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 this or that. And you just need it's nothing that you need to worry about. You should worry about other things other than the fact that somebody else's sexual preference, you know. It's kind of frustrating, and who knows what the Supreme Court's going to come up with, because the Constitution doesn't really have much to say one way or the other. There's nothing that's come out of there yet that has us thinking if they're leaning one way or the other on the Defense of Marriage Act. Obviously, there was a case brought up in front of the Supreme Court to decide whether or not it was constitutional. So I digress. I cut the gameplay a little bit. I'm about to cut the gameplay again, but about to leave for spring break here soon. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, right here. Check. I know some people might know this, but this was a lot more common to do back in like COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2. Press the start button, especially when you have a VSAT up. You can see the whole map. It really helps, because right there I had no idea what flank they're coming through, and because I'm using a shotgun, I have to have all my engagements up close. I'm going to talk about the R70 a little bit. This gun is a lot of fun. I played with it for a couple hours last night. I was incredibly surprised at how well I was doing it, and how much I liked using it. It's a very good gun, but it's like, I feel like it's the perfect pump shotgun. The SPAS 12 was kind of too good. The shotguns in Black Ops sucked. Shotguns in Modern Warfare 3. The KSG was okay for a while with extended mags, but pretty much all of those sucked. I feel like they actually got a really good, well-balanced pump shotgun in this game. Sure, it's frustrating when you rush into it and you just get shot right in the face, but I mean, yeah, it's definitely fun to run around with. In my playstyle, I really do have a lot of up-close gunfights, and the fact that I can just one-hit somebody is a lot of fun to run around with. I do get a lot of swarm kills this game, but running around the whole game, I don't have any load stars. I run dogs and swarms, so I can run around. It's a lot of fun. But back to spring break. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm going to be in the car for like 23 hours. It's going to be kind of boring, but it's been happening.